Okay. Time for my first match of season 69. We're back up in B. It looks like we haven't been there since season 59, so let's see how we can do. It's Derpa's first season in B, I think. And according to Donbot, I never played Derpa before. Well, it doesn't seem like the best 5-2. But surely it's a black cat. What's the obelisk? It's on the catapult rocks. I could try opening with the hunting lodge on the idea that soon, I mean I guess the obvious thing to open is catapult because you just open catapult. The hunting lodge sort of counters catapult and synergizes a little bit with cavalry. Then the idea is that, like, right away after that we get our catapults and start going to work with those. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah. I guess we're gonna play this. And do we want to make it miss? Well, for a chance of attacking now. It's not a really high chance of attacking now. But it does, like, we could try it. Okay, we did get there. Let's get another one. So next turn, we buy like a 4 or a 3. Okay, black cat's on the bottom. Okay, they had the hunting lodge in hand. I'll probably just buy a lookout. Now we would really like to get these expensive things. I'm not sure about this cavalry. We're gonna just assume that they have hunting lodge in hand, and that they would sort of like to play it. Because they're gonna probably buy something useful here. Yeah, so let's just kill this and get another kitty cat. This looks good. That was, pretty good for them. We might get into the rocks here. We're gonna discard this catapult anyway. We kind of need to hit 4. Because I want this card. I don't really want to get attacked here. Now we would really love to get a horn and another hunting lodge in some order. Well, we did have this happen to us. I guess we'll just do that. We could get lucky-ish. This is okay. These little kitty cats are okay, I think. We bottom decked our hunting lodge. That's some big boo-hoo. Hopefully they bottom decked their hunting lodge too. I don't know. Where it is, I think it might be on. Oh, it's right there. This feels like we're a little bit behind, but if we had the hunting lodge in hand here, we'd be doing great this turn. Okay, they didn't attack us, which means we can hit 5. I'm gonna get a horn. It's possible for this to be a bad turn for derpa. I would be pretty excited if that was the case. But it was looking pretty decent so far. Yeah, they're quite clean. It's a pretty good opportunity for me to get clean this turn, I think. I guess I don't have any estates left. Definitely got some coppers. I haven't been attacking much. Cursing would be pretty good to do. I kind of want to get the rocks going maybe for that. Not sure. It seems kind of difficult to play a lot of horns, but you're going to try to do it. Use hunting lodge to counter the thing, and then have, there's a curse. We're probably not gonna, well, I'm gonna say we're probably not gonna trash that. They have to buy a silver, so they got, yeah, a little behind on econ, sort of. So there's no way to play that catapult and then do whatever. So but we can do this, I guess. Then we have a bunch of things. We didn't really discard that much stuff, right? Two coppers and a catapult. So probably the clerk is pretty good for econ. We could also a little confused about what the other card is that's down there. Oh, it's a curse. So I think I want to do that. They still only have the one hunting lodge. And they just bought that silver. We could get cavalry, which sounds like a good idea here, and then trash the curse. The horn is just going to get a hunting lodge anyway. And then we can get another black cat, which is probably okay. Or we could just get a copper. I think I'll get the cat. Well, this isn't good. They managed to have their hunting lodge on top. I'm probably gonna buy a silver here or something. Can I can't really do more than one exciting thing. Can't get a cavalry. Just take a silver. Okay. Yeah, we had two hunting lodges. That was a decent chance to not have that kind of dud. And we had all these black cats that can help be a little bit cantripish if you have multiple of them. But we still had a bad turn there. Did you draw it? It's pretty good if you did. We're going to try to do the same trick here. Yeah. Now hunting lodge, I'm sure. You have to get another hunting lodge. I don't think we can. I don't think we want to play the lookout. And I think we're going to discard on the first. I think we're just going to ox this thing. And just do that. Now we can play this. We can just leave that on top. Now, should we get rid of the cavalry? I mean, what am I trying to say? Get rid of the silver? I don't think so, because... Oh, hold on. It's I'm just undoing end actions here. Yeah, that is a good line here. I guess I'm going to... I could give a curse, but I could also just trash a curse and get 2 horses, which that sounds like way better, right? I think a hunting lodge is the most conservative thing to do here, and still seems pretty good. Okay, they did not have the hunting lodge right in their starting hand. Okay, cool. They are definitely hoping that they drew into a way to get to the hunting lodge, or just drew the hunting lodge here. If they didn't, this is really good news for me. This lookout has probably outlived its usefulness. Okay. Nice. That was great. Okay. Now what? Maybe I'll see what card I draw from that. Okay. You just draw up with the horses. Oh, and this black cat. Now we should probably be doing some stuff. this, 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 and this. I really want to kill the rocks. Oh, but I don't have another. Well, whatever. I guess we're just going to play the rocks. I think I just top decked 2 horses. Nice. This board is pretty wild. Probably need to be looking at a 3 pile on Curse, Horned Cavalry, especially if they gave me at least 1 Curse or Touch Cavalry here. Hello, kitty cat. Obviously, I'm hoping they don't have a win, but it would be pretty... It would be a sort of a classic pattern of when the opponent has a bunch of bad turns in a row, you just assume that their deck can't do anything, but that's definitely not true of this deck. It can have a pretty good turn. But maybe just trashing a bunch of curses is a pretty big part of that turn now. We're probably just starting by playing these horses, at least one of them. Are they going to empty cavalry here? That would do something to my ability to empty curses. Okay. Well, let's just play one of those. Unfortunately, this doesn't give me enough unique cards, but I'd really like to find one more. There's another unique card. I think the horses would be helpful here. Potentially. Well, the actions might be helpful too. Let's do it that way. Oh. Well, I wish there were more than one cavalry there. Right, we can't gain horns there. So I wonder if this was a mistake. Well, I've got a number of horns. But we could also go for these black cats. I could get 3 of those. Plus a cavalry. How many horns do I even have, though? I don't know about that. They have at least 3, but they probably have 4, which means this is probably all of ours. If I get 3 black cats and a cavalry, then I only have 2 buys, and I still need to get yeah, I'm not sure about this. Let's just grab a cavalry, I guess. That's frustrating a bit. Well, now let's count, though. 2, we've got 5 things here, which is not enough. So we have to hope to be able to get back around. But there was another horn down there. Shows what I know. All right. Let's be careful. Well, we don't need to be that careful. Because this gives me a silver, right? So. Okay, so there's those. Okay, that's good enough. Summon does not work on Siren. A mass is kind of funny. I guess it could let you open with 2 4s here if you thought that was a good idea. Obviously it does something if you have 2 5. But I don't see anything that's gonna look better than Sentinel Bounty Hunter. If you have 2 5, you can summon one of these things, which is amazing. this is not good. I mean, yeah, like really not good. Because it means we just can't get rid of an estate with either one of these cards. Or gain a good card this turn. Really bad. We can still summon something here. Probably Ironworks. Because we need to start gaining crap too. Because we do need Siren. So Derpa got to play the Sentinel turn 3 and exile a state. So Derpa's way ahead now. Derpa also got to buy a card on turn 3, which is really sweet. I love buying cards. I mean, I wish I had summoned a bounty hunter at this stage. This is so bad. I guess we're getting a Siren here and just killing this Sentinel. Oh man, it's bad. This is almost resignable right now. It probably is resignable. Okay. This was like the exact hand we would want here. We can summon the Sentinel back. Yeah, I wish I had a Shantytown. One of those turns that I wasn't able to buy a card. Yeah, summoning the Sentinel is probably pretty good, although no, we should just summon another bounty hunter probably, because both of the estates are going to just be in my hand next turn. We could get a research, I guess. That might... There'll be... No, there's no point in research because all our cards will be... We could summon a Siren. No, we can't do that because we won't have any money if we don't play the bounty hunter. Okay, well now there's this curse. If we summon Bounty Hunter, we're like 75% or something to draw the curse and be able to exile it. Still extremely behind. they're just very far ahead on how many cards are in their deck. And surely they're ahead on the trashing stuff too, because they were probably able to do something useful with their Sentinel. I wish it was alms instead of a mass. Do you get to just do everything that you could ever want this turn? Or do you have a card that you can't? Now you're going to bounty hunter something and draw up with Shantytown to play the other Siren. Let's just, yeah. Okay, let's put that behind us. Swindler, huh? I mean, Urchin looks kind of annoying. I guess this is like definitely blockade something. Urchin, I guess. Guess the best discard attack might be the other one, though. Well, Swindler is pretty annoying on the loots. Tricky. I think something kind of cantripy like an Urchin is probably good. We couldn't get a ghost. Should I care about that? Apparently so. Hopefully they have their blockade here and would be wanting to trash, but I'm gonna get a Swindler, I think. Cool. Always take copper, I guess. We could get the, if we drew the magic lamp, we could get our ghost here, our magic mirror, haunted mirror. They got a mercenary, which is obviously kind of good. We need to get another blockade. They're probably going to get a blockade here. Who knows? They might just get a Wandering Minstrel, which would also be a good card. Okay, we can get a mercenary. Hopefully we can hit a good card of theirs with Swindler. Just a copper, okay. Yeah, I think that was the right thing to get. I'm gonna just get a Settlers, and I'll start blockading Wandering Minstrel next turn. Although blockading a cemetery again here seems pretty good, but no, let's just do the Wandering Minstrel. And then we can also buy something useful. This is a nice looking turn over there. They presumably are going to get to play Mercenary and get a Ghost. They don't have a blockade, so we get to get the Wandering Minstrel without a curse also here. Oh, they bottom decked their mercenary. Hopefully they drew it dead with the Overgrown Estate. They did get a Ghost, though. I think these Settlers are probably doing me more good than anything else I could be buying here. This is, wow, really good. Yeah, so are they, anyway, presumably drew that thing dead. We're hoping to find the Haunted Mirror, but we don't. It's just sitting there on the bottom of our deck with the other Settlers. So that's okay. You could get a Cutthroat. We could also get a Bustling Village, which sounds kind of good. I don't necessarily feel the need to... Oh, let's get a Cutthroat, I guess. Or just, I mean, I could just trash all things here with Cemetery now that I have the Cutthroat for this attack. Are we going to easily hit? Yeah, I think so. Not easily, but I think we can hit 6. I wish I had a copper in my hand, but then again, maybe I just don't have any of those left. I don't know. Quite thin. So yeah, it's a test. We can draw. Maybe we just do it this way. And, yeah. If we do have a copper, that would be nice, but I don't know if we do. I guess I can think a little harder here. Maybe we just grab a second swindler here. Oh, let's do this. Can't decide. I'd like to be able to get to a 6. I think that means I'm just taking that. I think all of these copper to curses hurt somewhat. Like a steward, I guess. I bought a cutthroat, right? No, I didn't buy a cutthroat. Look at me thinking I bought a cutthroat. What did I buy instead when I thought I was going to buy a cutthroat? I just bought a cemetery to try. Yeah, I kind of like imagined that I was going to get to have both of those things. Why did I think I bought? Yeah. I was thinking about buying a cutthroat, and then I thought, oh, what if I trash all these cards? Then would I still be able to activate cutthroat? That was a silly thing my brain decided to do. Oh, they're going hard on blockade. Good for them. Ooh, look at that. We didn't even get attacked. We kind of wanted to have those cards in our hand. There's no way we're not playing that for cards. Well, we're not going to play all this stuff. Oh, maybe we are. I don't know. Not this other swindler. That's cool. What do I want Ghost to hit? That's not the card I wanted it to hit. Could just let it hit a swindler. Just double down on all that business. They've still got a lot more junk, but here they go, trashing some of it. I suppose, I'll discard like this. Oh, with Swindler and Blockade, you could Blockade Curse. Like, that's sort of a thing, but the curses are running out anyway. Derpa's in a pretty decent position here, I think. But see what happens when I play a bunch of Swindlers. It's really upsetting if your loot gets Swindlered. But he doesn't even have a Swindler at this stage of the game. That's probably going to change. Derpa seems to think that Blockade is just better payload than Swindler, and I'm not sure about that. Because Swindler also helps you buy a province if you want to. Blockade doesn't do that. Swindler can also lower the piles quite a bit. They have a lot of cards that cost 4. So I can Blockade something that costs 4, which is what I would probably do anyway. And then with my further Swindler plays this turn, give them the card that was blockaded. Does that work? While it's set aside, yeah. Oh, on their turn. So no, that doesn't work. Well, at any rate, it's now down to 8 cards left with 2. Yeah, it's down low. Quite low. Depending on the Swindler hits, maybe it could already be about to 3 pile on my turn. This was Derpa's Ghost turn. I would think the game is going to end before Derpa gets another Ghost turn. Unless I score enough that it prolongs the game. Then, if that's true, Derpa will get another Ghost turn before the game is over, which would probably be potentially a winning turn. I suppose it's theoretically possible. These blockades are really good. Let's be honest. Having all those blockades is great. Certainly we want to play our mercenary on this curse scenario. Pretty interesting game, actually. Well, derpas are also got a bunch of junk still. And yet. Okay, there's another blockade there. Oh. Whoa, that's really low. Of course, I've only got two gains. But there's all the cards that I will make you gain by playing Swindler. And yeah. Trash is a ghost, so I guess this is where we like blockade is double blockaded, so I can grab 2 curses from that if I wanted to. But on the other hand, it's like, what's the ideal thing happen here? Like, what if I gave derpa a minstrel? Then, well, there's no more ghost turn, first of all. Let's acknowledge that. If I gave derpa a minstrel, let's say I gave derpa 2 minstrels on 2 hits here. I mean, there's definitely a win if I just like keep hitting 4s. But it's easier if I'm buying, or if I'm gaining this blockade. If I give them the blockade, or maybe that's better. Well, in order to get the 2 curses, I mean, I guess like the ideal thing is if I give, I get 4 Swindler plays. The ideal thing would be to lower curse once and then give them all the minstrels. That's like how I win. However, I could also try playing around that. I don't know. I don't think I should play around it. I'm going to give them... Oh, is this crazy? If I fail at all of this, is derpa probably just winning? Well, because I can definitely... I can definitely get a province this turn. Derpa still has stuff that lowers curse. Yeah, like what if I just do... What if I hit 3 4s and just give the Wandering Minstrels? But then I also hit one of the curses or copper. Then I just have to gain the blockade and buy a province. So that's a way for a win. But I don't want to give derpa a win on cemetery, which is what I'm probably doing if I fail. Because I could just hit like urchin. No, there's no urchin. Is there even a settlers? Yes, there's a settlers, which would be bad to hit. Wow, there's really not many. It's like almost all four. Okay, let's just go for it. Okay, there's a swindler, which I need. There's the other swindler. And let's just go for it like this. It seems a very high probability. There's the curse. Now we need to hit a 4. No, I hit the settlers! So this is probably a win now on... Well, how many blockades do you have? 4. That could gain 4 cemeteries, but then you can't gain the other cards, I think. So this might still work out for me. Uh, I need the game to end, which means I need this blockade, so I guess I have to do it like that. Seems kind of a tough spot this turn for derpa. I don't know. I don't really see winning this turn probably for me. Derpa would have to do something that makes that easier, I think. Maybe with a perfect draw here, like I can oh, well, probably not gonna work out. I should have just given a bunch of bureaucrats. Because now I have to get... Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't see... how something good happens here, although this turn might not be incredible. We're not gonna... This is probably a loss. I could continue my turn. Playing swindlers. But I didn't want to trash these blockades. It'd be nice if I found the ghost. We're hoping for a lot of dud here. Surely that I don't know. This is probably wrong. Let's get a copper, I guess. Yeah, I think I messed up. So derpa can just get estate, which is actually like 2 states. It's probably a win. Buying the estate is one of the things that derpa does. Just gain these 3. Yeah, and then just buy estate. That's a win. Maybe there was a way for me to make it more difficult. Oh, I didn't even count correctly the piles. Oh well. I think I obviously made a lot of mistakes. Did we connect to the new server? Um, can open doctor with a card. This is sort of tricky because your buys are very limited by the sycophant stuff. That is, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna do this doctor. Owl is kind of funny. And then yes to card, I guess. Okay, that was a good outcome. Yeah, I guess this is just a minstrel. Looks like bottom decked the page. So I'm glad to see that. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow, look, and we got the estate right there. That's amazing. There's no warrior yet. Probably just another minstrel right here is better than anything I can think of. Just gonna trash a card with this infirmary. So I trashed all 3 estates. Oh, that sounds really like a good thing. Okay, that was likely to happen. We knew that. There's still no warrior around. I mean, I guess we're gonna start taking these because we need the favors. Hopefully we draw one of our action cards here. They're gonna have to take multiple silvers, which is probably not what you want. Oh, I just ignored emissary. Emissary means you can get just tons and tons of favors, so there's just tons and tons of buys on this board. So you can do a lot of emissary, livery, displays, all that stuff, and just go crazy. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Well, so what did we just top deck a minstrel and something? The infirmary. Nice. Oh, I didn't think about trying to protect against the attack, but would have been a pretty sad thing to spend $5 on. So definitely lucky the warrior didn't trash something better, or you know, like trash minstrel. Oh well, 2 warriors. Yeah, I deserved for something awful to happen just now, but it's not what happened. Because I was not paying attention. Did they do a big infirmary? Yeah, they got a multiple estate track. Oh. So they've trashed like they've trashed 2 coppers or 1 copper and 2 estates, and I've trashed 1 copper and 3 estates. Obviously, this place is going to be really good. Oh, there's contract. Okay, there's 3 different liaisons. Yeah, I think contract looks better than gold immediately. Wow, I wish I had 2 travelers going, because the hero to gain golds and then whatever, like that all seems really great. I mean, I should probably just do this thing, right? I'll get a gold. Oh. I could... If I do card, then it nets me favors. I don't... And then... Well, I have 2 favors. If I do card here, then I'll get 2 more favors from that. But I'll have to use 1. Then I'll have 3 favors. I have to use 1 for a buy. But that's still good. Actually, we can... It's just anything that costs more than 3, right? Yeah. So we probably want 1 more minstrel to help cycle. Another emissary. Displace. Oh, look at this. I can get another thing too. It could be an encampment. Is that better than a page? Probably. No, let's just get a page. Yeah, that was really sweet. That was a little bit less sweet. I mean, it's possible that the next card after that emissary is either a village or a thingy, so let's go for it. It was just that, though. Let's just take another emissary. What a kitty cat. This page is in danger of, well, they got a bunch of page things. We should be ahead, but oh, we don't have to worry about the silvers because we can play the treasure hunters. The other thing. Yeah, livery is good. We want livery. We got some very long, clicky, thinky boards today. I still think I'm ahead on stuff. Like half a turn ahead. This figures to be a really good turn for me. we may consider doctoring a bunch of copper. I mean, I guess I should just do like this. It's good to get lots of favors, right? Now what? Probably payload like another displace. We could go really fast on provinces here. That's feeling pretty good, I think. Okay. It was definitely worth thinking about doing a... It was probably true. That was probably wrong. Like that emissary should have just been 3 trash doctor infirmary. Yeah, that would have been better, I think. Well, that's not a very good looking turn, is it? Okay, so what do we really want here? Maybe just with livery we'll be unstoppable. This feels... like it's hard to take as much advantage of having a million displaces. just going to do that, I guess. Whatever, I'm just going to draw here. Okay. Can we just do that, I guess? Okay, here we can use this guy. Grab another one of those. Oh, we're not favoring there, but I can do that like that. Do I need the favors at this point? Let's now do this thing. I mean, I think I should do that. Discard from exile. Buy. And then just get another province. Oh, that's not how I meant to do that, but it doesn't matter. We're probably not going to have time to do the stuff with Hero, but this is like a nice hand, but it's pretty easy to have a nice hand. Probably the optimal play wouldn't have been buying provinces yet and just really maximizing the gains and stuff with displace and whatever, but this seemed like a pretty safe way to not think for an hour every turn. Just holding on to that estate to... Yeah, so derpa is angling for more displaces, which is a good angle. We could maybe angle to just sneak a 3 pile by looping a bunch of displaced owl stuff. It's probably the move. Which means we'll displace Horse Province into 2 displaces and then Owl up and see what we can do from there. Champion Owl is so insane. You can just play whatever cards and then it helps me a lot if you lower like Emissary or Minstrel. By the way, I don't think City Gate was a very good buy. I think that like buying it like any one of these cheap action cards that can just be another Owl or whatever is better than buying City Gate probably. I guess you're thinking it helps you a little bit on some of those early turns, but I don't think it was that. It doesn't seem. There was never a situation where I was thinking about getting it. Yeah, of course you're going to take as many displaces as you can. That's the right thing to do. It doesn't... Well, let's see how many displaces are left. If I don't get any more displaces, that's something, but we can get a bunch of buys and money. This is looking like more, correct play than what I've been doing. Makes me feel like I got complacent. Should have been more patient. I'd rather be the one that has 8 displaces, I can tell you that. I basically have to hit 16. Which, I have a gold and 2 liveries, which is already 9. And like a bunch of... Well, I don't have copper anymore. Did I just gain a warrior? That was a mistake. I should have kept the treasure hunter. This game's not lasting long enough. That was for sure a mistake. The treasure hunter could have potentially given me a bunch of money that would be helpful for a win. Now, I'm a little bit worried about I just have a bunch of... How much money do I have? I trashed all that copper. I have a silver in exile. Okay, lowering that might give me a different angle. There could be an angle on livery, I guess. Oh, I should probably consider that because the liveries are giving me money. I feel like I threw this away by just thinking, oh, I'm far enough ahead. Okay, well, the sycophants only cost 10, and they give me money. So I guess we're going for that way. So now I just have to have. Oh, but I need to gain I need shit. They don't. Oh, they don't cost 3, so they don't give me buys. I need to gain, if I get a silver and 2, well, we've got to do this type of thing. We got to get a bunch of horses. Oh, is this not going to work? Maybe we can get a huge amount of money. I shouldn't have. Let's get as much money as we can. I made a huge mistake with the treasure hunter return. I only have 2 liveries. I would use one of my 2 buys and then be up to 3 buys. So that's still not really enough. But I just have all this useless stuff. I messed up in so many ways. Oh, it's frustrating. I 100% deserve this loss, but it's frustrating that if I could have just made like one little bit less of a mistake, for example, not exchanging the treasure hunter, by just thinking a little bit about the potential there. There's not a doubt that I deserve to lose. No one's doubting that. Oh. Are we like a coin short of doing something here too? Silver gives me... Oh no, livery things, they have to cost 4. So we get lots of buys if we were to try to get the minstrels. But yeah, there's just so many different ways I could have done this where I would win. But obviously one of the things is that I had 100,000 billion cards of overdraw. Obviously, what was going through my head was that derpa was not going to do the right thing and steal all the displaces. That was what I had in my head. But I feel like a complete idiot for not thinking about that. I think it's probably... probably a win for derpa there on provinces or something, because that sure is a lot of displaces and has a hero. Thinking that this game was going to last long enough that I would get to use the hero was just insane. Really. I mean, that was an example of like thinking I'm ahead and I don't need to play right because my opponent will probably not play right, which is, why would I think that? Okay, going for liveries, which is a card. Maybe 5 provinces is hard. You've got 2 golds and a hero and a lot of displaces. Right now you've still got 7 more displaced plays, so you can do like gold to province, gain gold. It seems like you still trivially can get 5 provinces, just completely trivial. Right here, gold to province. Okay. A different line, perhaps? still has... don't you have another gold? Oh, this is... Maybe you've just counted it out. This way you're going to be able to buy a couple provinces. Probably. Yeah, I feel like the king of the idiots for just getting like another livery and whatever, all that other stuff. Oh well. Whatever. Derpa played correctly in the last few turns and punished me for making enormous mistakes. Three or four of them. I don't think clearly anymore, but I'm assuming I should open with improved sailor and then figure something else out. I will not stay in B long if I play more games like that. Nice. I guess a forager. This is pretty great. I think I want to loot. I could just get a council room, but a loot right now sounds kind of good. Yeah, I put 2 improves in my deck. So some of the loots would... Oh no, the sailor is not still in play, of course. I guess it would have been even cooler, but way too, whatever, lucky to consider. If I had been able to hit 4 and buy another sailor there. Band of Misfits seems okay. Shield, okay. Oh. Maybe not. This isn't like ideal really. Let's get just another forager, I guess. Or just a ghost town. Just get a ghost town. Play the ghost town in my action phase. Yeah, band seems pretty good. Maybe I should have just killed the improve into another village there. It's probably better. Band can always play improve for payload. Looting is, because like, what if you get hammer? You're just winning the game if you get hammer early. Boy, I really threw away 2 games in a row, huh? Just top decks a forager, huh? Huh. I could just get another loot. But I don't have a... I do. I got rid of my necropolis. So I guess we have to buy a ghost town here. That wasn't ideal. They got Sextant, which is pretty good. The worst thing would be, because there's plenty of buys, the worst thing would be the Chalice or the spell score. Really, the chalice is much worse than everything else. Everything else is fine. Even doubloons is pretty good. Actually, doubloon seems great because you have enough buys already. It's like a 2-for-1. Okay. How much money are we gonna have if we do? We're gonna have 5, 10, 13. It's a pretty good number. Otherwise, we could have just 11. I guess that's the conservative thing. Still seems pretty good. See, that would have been cool if I had a sailor in play. The council room is really conservative here. Opponent is going to play council room, presumably. But that's just a lot of overdraw. A band gives me some more payload with some flexibility if I have trouble with the actions. So let's try that. Now what do we improve? Could go band to gold. Could go forager to minstrel. That's like really. That seems like really good for consistency, actually. Yeah, there's like no way not to draw the council room here. sword. Sword and shield going on. Let's always reveal this shield. Alright, we just drew that. Awesome. Probably one of those and one of these. I didn't count my money, but I mean, we're at least getting one looting. Oh, we got spell scroll, which means I'm gonna get another looting. Ooh, that was a bad one. We didn't want that one. I think I'll do that, and well, improving minstrel into band is like pretty great. All right, we get the council room in hand already. Oh, they have 2 council rooms? So I should have way more payload if they've been getting 2 council rooms. But I didn't see what other loot did they get. Oh, yeah, I did. They got a sword. Probably this spell scroll is gonna just be gold, which is fine. Look at that! Look at that shield blocking the sword. Sword, I guess, is really great with council room, but oh, now you got the shield. I think I should play this council room first. Okay. This is a little unexciting. I mean, at least all these things give me buys, so. Orb. Let's just do this. Another spell scroll? So that spell scroll is a council room. I mean, yeah. Just give me more loots. Yeah, there's the hammer. So maybe I'm done with this improve now. I need a wandering instrument. Alright, we just got our council room in hand already. But, I mean, we can always find the council room. Please draw shield. If we don't draw the shield, then we definitely have to gain a council room. Really happy about that hammer. That should cement things pretty well, I think. Guess derpa's just not going to play the other thing. I thought it was a little bit more ahead. Derpa can get a hammer here. Oh, nice. I mean, this is a good thing about sailors, but I just don't think the sailors seem like that good of a payload. You wouldn't hate figurehead, even, I think. You get to really, well, whatever. And Forger's giving $2 now. Forgot about that. Somebody bought an estate. Was that me? I improved the I improved my thing into an estate like at the very beginning, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just like, let's trash the necropolis. In my mind, I was just trashing the necropolis for nothing. That's so funny. That's so funny. I forgot. I'm like, why is there an estate out of the supply? I did that. Boy, I'd really like it if I won this game. I feel like I should win because I got that hammer, and they don't have a hammer as of yet. But it's really, there's a lot of little things, moving parts here. A lot of improved plays. This is something that would feel good to be able to accomplish. I don't really want to draw you 2 cards with Council Room, friend. But I'm going to. Kind of low on the piles. a duchy. Oh! Should we count our money? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 if I want it. I don't think I need that much. Figurehead. Again, that would have been cool to just play. I'm definitely getting a province here. Maybe just another looting. Oh, sword is look good. These council rooms just float to the top. Not that I think it makes that much of a difference. But you'd rather have them on top than on the bottom. You'd also rather have your shield in hand. Which we do not. They're going to play council room one more time. So 1 out of 12. Nope. That's okay. Do we have trouble drawing this many cards? I wonder. We would like to draw 14 card, 15 cards, 13, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, we might be having a little trouble drawing everything. But we could just put the province in the discard pile and not have to draw it. There's also Mountain Village that can pull something out of the discard so that we don't have to trigger. Well, this is a lot of pile pressure. A lot. Probably needs to, let's see. So you've got 3 improved plays. It's still certainly not enough money to pile. What happened to your sword? Just toying with me to not play the sword? So, 25. Down to 20. Yeah, this would cost 24. So, yeah, it costs. Too much money, a little bit too much money to pile. Could do a 2 pile on the states and ban. This might be a difficult spot for me. I have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of improved plays myself. Probably. Because I'm going to have trouble drawing all that stuff. We're really hoping to discard the province. With Wandering Minstrel. It would have been kind of nice to have it in hand already. In fact. And just discard it there. Lower. You can lower, I think. It does seem like a difficult spot for me. How many provinces do I think I can get? Not 5. What if I got 4 provinces and duchy? That would put me at 10 plus 24, so 34. So you would need to score at least 19. Province, duchy. I mean, but you can get province and a bunch of duchies. That's like so easy for you to get. Hey. Maybe I can get more duchies than that. You might grab more duchies here. You could grab quite a few of them, in fact. I do have a lot of buys. This is starting to look bad for me, I think, but I haven't counted my money. It should be somewhere in the 30-ish range. It would have been, I would have been feeling a lot better if I had the shield to block that attack. This is a good line for derpa, I think. We just have to see how many duchies we could get along with 4 province. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared that I'm not even going to be able to have as good of a turn as that, but we'll see. Maybe you're thinking about that I could get 4 duchy. If you take another duchy, could I get 4 duchy and 5 duchies and those other 5 things? Sounds pretty hard. Well, we put the province right into our hand. Oh, we get to discard that ghost town, I guess, which is good. So there's the hammer and the jewels are down there. This wandering minstrel could be really sad. Well, okay. Oh, but we didn't get the hammer. I mean, we have to get the hammer. Surely nothing is better for our payload situation than to grab that hammer. All right, now we have to think. I mean, I only have 1 improved play, so, like, what am I thinking about emptying the duchies? That's an insane thought. How much money is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Only 29, I think. guess there's like hammering and improve, but that doesn't really help, right? You got your shield. Nope, it's 29. Yeah, I guess I did really bad in this game. Pretty hard for there to be a dud. Almost basically impossible, I think. Like, anything involving getting 3 provinces is just suicidal, right? Anything, I mean, maybe I can get 1 province. Pretty annoying that I couldn't have discarded the province with one of my minstrels. I'm thinking it's maybe they don't have enough money to get up to 4 province. But I can get 4 of these duchies and then, but that's only 12 points. That puts me at 27. So they still just need like duchy and I don't know. I guess it's a state. This is fairly suicidal anyway. Well, I did have the figurehead down. Just duchy and some... I mean, maybe they just have enough for 4 province. Duchy, island. They still have to get 5 of those other cards to 3 pile. This might have been a good line. I'm not really sure about that estate over Ghost Town for me, though. They only have one improve and some number of bands. Plays a band, plays a band. Boy, I sure keep not finding my shield. That's okay. Got all these victory cards I can discard. Money, 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 money. It seems like they only were able to play 2 improves. Do they have it? On states? Yeah, I don't know states. I think they still had it. They had 2 improved plays, so they had it even if I didn't buy that state. Well, I'm not really sure what happened in that game. Something about Sailor being good. But it makes me feel extra bad that I threw away those 2 middle games. Oh boy, I would like to not play so badly. I mean, I think I played fine in that game. I think I'm not sure what happened though. Improve is good. Improve is good payload. That's one thing I guess I thought getting a lot of loots like that was gonna do really well for me. So we got some island folk stuff here. Well, how about deliver grotto and then you can still get a cargo ship. It's pretty awesome. 3 cards, gets a grotto. Should I do that? I guess so. I do want the cargo ship. I don't know, maybe this looks better if this is a grotto. Cargo ship is as good as a silver. we didn't find the grotto, which would have been good to find. Yeah, I guess I like what they did better now. That's looking better. Especially if they found their haunted woods. Am I going to go 1-5 in my first match? That will put me in a pretty bad mood, I gotta be honest. Oof, you did find it. Oh man, this is going really well for derpa. This is everything's coming up derpa. Especially me blowing 2 games in a row. Derpa's playing well. I do think I played better in the page game until I played way worse at the end. I think I played better at the beginning. The infirmary. Well, I mean, next time we're just playing grotto, but let's do this. We do need the village. The other grotto is on the bottom, which would honestly be great if we don't draw it. Oh! We're behind, though. They did the right thing. Alright, well. That's that. I mean, it's pretty shitty, but we just can't do that. I guess monastery might be hard to make work. No. It's not going to work this turn. And then maybe they just get to... Yeah, man, we just lost this game so badly already. Holy shit. It's sad to think I still could have been fine in this match if I didn't fuck up those 2 games, though. This is fine. This monastery, we're never going to get to... They're going to get to use their monastery once or something. So what? We didn't find our other grotto. And we didn't play our Haunted Woods. So we're just in a cry for the rest of your life situation. I guess I'll cargo ship this because I don't want my cargo ship in this shuffle. Yeah, that cargo ship was about the stupidest thing I've ever done. Jesus. Yes. They're going to get to actually use their monastery, maybe, yeah, like without just, yep, yep. Man, I'm just crying for the rest of my life. Yeah, that was good. There's not, I mean, maybe a scheme at this point. Oh boy, how would I ever come back from this, though? That seems like nonsense. Oh, they didn't buy another Haunted Woods that turn. They got the Guildmaster. Okay, so that means that I do get to trash cards here, potentially. But I'm probably not going to draw back to my monastery because I didn't get my Haunted Woods down. I think I'm going to draw my Haunted Woods, but... Well, there's that. We have the Haunted Woods attack, though. Do we... I think the situation is that I don't have a Haunted Woods. I think that's what I've now figured out. So I'm a little late to the party on that information. But, okay. Nothing matters. Like, it's an extreme case of nothing matters. It's been hopelessly lost from the very beginning. It's pretty hard to imagine a comeback from this position. But I'm gonna just hang on, I guess, because I'm a glutton for punishment. I mean, I don't... Yeah, I guess that's great. The conquest stuff was obviously pretty cute. That was some wrong ordering from me there. Oh, there's no Haunted Woods, but I don't have a monastery in it. Well, I guess I could... Oh, I can just get one of these and then... Sure. Conquest. Scheme the grotto, I guess. Should be playing this now. Oh, now we get to trash. Well, okay. Well, how many cards are we going to actually get to trash here? We're only going to probably gain... Well, if I play this, then I have $6. 7, 8. I think it's better if I just do it like that. How important is it to really trash so much? Just gonna scheme the grotto. It's just weird. Weirdly, don't seem quite as far behind. But these island folk games are... Being allowed to trash there was pretty cool. No. I'm glad to already have a couple favors from this point. Whew, what time is my other match? This is taking a long time. In 4 hours. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm not gonna use this monastery anymore. This is going to be double conquest and something, I guess, or at least one conquest. The VP from Conquest is good, but you could start to have trouble drawing. You got another Haunted Woods. They played all their Haunted Woods, which is interesting. Yeah, look at all that silver. It's not so good. Of course, you can still use your monastery. Maybe I shouldn't have trashed mine. You can still use it. Oh, that was stupid. I played the Guildmaster first. Okay. How much money is this? Something. I can just, like buy good cards. I don't have to get Conquest right now. But we could regain the monastery and then next turn, well, that doesn't seem very good. I think I'm going to use the cargo ship. Guess I'll just discard the estate. And, well, if I also discard the copper, I think we want to discard the estate and the silver, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't like being so behind on VP. You know. So we could deliver triple conquest. Hoping to win across our island folk. Oh, I got a mountains gift too. Oh, it's not enough money for triple conquest. Huh. It would have been if I didn't discard that silver, I guess, and didn't worry about leaving a copper on top. Well, we're definitely doing a couple of these. I guess another Sacred Grove. Hopefully they can't win. That was my Island Folk turn, right? They probably can just win. Well, they don't get to have Haunted Woods coming in for the Island Folk turn. They also still don't have any favors right now, so they have to do conquest like now. Ooh, I could win this game. I didn't think that was going to be possible. I'll take that for sure. That one helps me a bit. The derpa has to get conquests, but then now you've got a turn without Haunted Woods down. Without... Okay, gets a village. I suppose you could just like buy a couple provinces here and not, but then you don't get an Island Folk turn. This Island Folk turn could just be a handful of silver. Wait, why do you get so many cards? Oh, because Deliver gives you a ton of cards. But it could just be all silver. You have to find your groves to actually have a bunch of payload. There's one of them. No thanks. Well, the game's not over. Province. We're looking at huge conquest stuff, I think. That was kind of lucky for derpa to find. It could have been worse. Those are obviously good things to get. All right. How are we going to do this? Because we need to have a big island folk turn. But I guess, like, a bunch of conquests is a lot of money. We also get to scheme a sacred grove. How much VP am I gonna get if I get like 4 conquests this turn? Which do I have? I think I have that kind of money. 4 conquests and 4 conquests gives me 10 silver. No, it gives me 8 silver. So stupid. The idea of scheme is to make sure that I hit more stuff next turn. I think seems pretty good. But silver gets me slightly closer to emptying and gets me more VP. Do I need to count like 4 conquest? First of all, how much money is this? 40, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34. Plus some like we're getting close to 6 conquests already. We're already at 6 conquests. I think, I mean, I have to get the liver too, but I think we might be there. All right, we want deliver plus 36 would be the ideal. So 19 plus 14 is 33. So I can only do 2 of these. Yes, cargo ship. Okay, I didn't really count how many points that would be, apparently. I mean, there's no way I can make use of all this, but yeah, I don't know why I thought that many conquests was that many silvers. That's kind of funny. Sure is a lot of money, though. I mean, there's just no way that I can. I don't know about this though. Oh well, we got those. So what can I do here? I can get triple conquest. and deliver them. That takes away Conquest as a VP source for you. You also I can't see your deliver stuff, but you just set aside provinces basically. Triple province gives me 18. Triple conquest gives me 2, 4, 6. It gives me 12, but that's still a lot. And then yeah. Scheme Sacred Grove. And that was my island folk turn. I think this feels pretty good. Boy, what a long match. I don't think that either of us played particularly slowly, though. I don't need this guild master, but this is all fine. It's kind of an interesting match. I know exactly what happened in games, in my first 3 losses. In the game 5 loss, I'm really not sure what happened, and in this one, whatever the result is, I'm not really sure what happened here. Okay. Well, thanks for watching.